Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I anticipate this is going to be a short video because I think I'm preaching to the choir on this one, but I thought I'd throw it out there anyway. And that's about simplifying your personal space, your home, your apartment, your condo, wherever it is you live, to simplify that space. And like I said, back in 2020, March to be exact, we all became very, very much aware of our personal space. And a lot of people did a lot of things about it. That's when the real estate started booming. They lowered interest rates and things just kind of took off. And people went on a remodeling and fixing up craze. Home Depot was packed with people. Once the dust settled a bit after 3 or 4 months, they were just packed with people wanting to do home improvement projects, myself included. But that's another story. But one of the things my wife and I did during that time, we were looking for a home, and we decided that we were going to stay where we were. Got somebody walking around my van. I'm bigger than he is. Anyway, we decided to stay in our own house, but we were going to downsize in place. So I started looking on the YouTube to see about videos about downsizing right where you are, not physically, but of your stuff. And I couldn't find one, so I made one 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you look at my videos, you'll see it, and it goes into a lot more detail. Very liberating thing. We decluttered so much stuff, but we also declutter on a regular basis. We have a simple rule at our house. Took her a while to adjust, but she's done super with it. I'm just really impressed. Something comes in, something goes out. She goes to the thrift store and buys a couple new tops. A couple of new tops go in the box. Now, what is the box? The box is a pretty simple thing at our house. It sits in what once upon a time, I guess, when the house was built, was a formal dining room. It's got one of those fancy trade ceilings and chair rails and all that stuff. We use it as an office. It's got a couple things. It's got a computer and computer table and a chest in there, and that's about it. Doesn't have a whole lot in there. But anyway, the box sits there. So if we come across something that we're not going to use anymore, we're not going to wear anymore, it goes in the box. And when the box gets filled, we take it, we donate it to Goodwill. One of the things we do at our house is we clean. Not a lot. We're not clean freaks by any stretch. Most of the time, our house is pretty respectable as far as if people just wanted to walk in our house, stop by unexpected, it's decent. Except for right now, we're dog sitting. We got all the dog paraphernalia. We haven't had a dog for years, and he's really a good dog. But I'm not used to all this paraphernalia being around. We got the cage and the toys and the food and all that good stuff. So it's a little messy right now. It bothers me a little bit, but my son and his family can go on a nice vacation, not worry about their dog. And I'm good for that. One of the things when we were downsizing in place and we declutter, we donate most of the stuff, but some of the stuff we sold. I had some tools that I sold. I had some ladders, a couple of 22-foot extension ladders. I had some specialty ladders. Now, I didn't give those away. I sold those. Didn't get much for them. Didn't want much for them. But I knew that I was never going to go up 25 feet on or 22 or 23 feet up on a ladder again. So I sold them, made a few bucks. Clothes are a big thing at our house. We're total opposites, and it could be that way at your place too. I am a minimalist when it comes to clothes. My closet takes up about 3 feet, literally 3 feet of space of hanging clothes. And that's it. That's all the clothes I own as far as everyday stuff. Now, in full transparency, I do go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week. So in the coat closet next to the front door, I have 4 or 5 shirts and a couple pair of athletic wear. But that's it. I just don't have that many clothes. I have one chest of drawers. It's a small one. It's got like 4 stuff in 4 drawers. That's it. Now, her, on the other hand, she is the total opposite. She loves to wear different clothes and colorful clothes, and that's fine. But she does thrift store. And if something comes in, something goes out. She enjoys it, so it's not a big deal. It's not a costly thing for us. Now, I was reading a stat the other day that kind of surprised me a little bit, but getting to think about it, it's true. We wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time. 20% of our clothes 80% of the time. So that may or may not apply to you, but I thought that was pretty interesting. It definitely applies to my wife, but that's fine. It doesn't apply to me because I don't have that many clothes, so I got to wear them all the time. The big thing I did though, when we decided we were going to stay there, I wanted to simplify the yard as much as possible. About 10 years ago, I made a really wise decision. Didn't think so at the time, but it turned out to be a blessing. I used to love to garden. We had a big garden. We had 3 raised beds, like 5 foot wide, 20 foot long, a couple of compost piles, one for yard trash and one for the garden, and I was just really enjoying it. But I came home one day. I was about 60, I guess, maybe late 50s. I don't know. I came home one day in the fall, late fall. We'd already harvested everything, and I was looking at that garden. I'd worked hard all day, and I was a little sweaty. And I thought, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much work. I guess I was getting old, and that's all right. So I got rid of the garden. If you look real close and know where to look, you can kind of tell where it used to be. My yard is not immaculate. It's cut and trimmed, but that's about it. But then a couple of years later, when I couldn't take care of it, I was so glad I did that. But I made the edging. I put some brick edging up over the last few years, just so I wouldn't have to trim as much. And it's really been a blessing. She had 5. My wife's into flowers big time. She's does daylilies and elephant ears. You ever see elephant ears? Look some up, man. She got some gorgeous elephant ears. They're huge. But anyway, she went from 5 flower beds down to 3 flower beds, and it works for her. She can take, now that she's older, she can take care of them, and they look gorgeous most of the time. I'm really impressed with her. Now I do garden. We have six. Yeah, we got 6 tomato plants on the sunny side of our house with really good soil, and we get a good harvest out of that. So I didn't totally quit, but I downsized quite a bit. I'd like to let me know in the comments what you guys have done over the last several years to simplify your life around your house. This is where we live. This is where we live, and we're not going to be able to take care of everything the way we used to. We're not going to be able to enjoy everything the way we used to, unfortunately. So we just have to adjust and improvise. That's what we do. So that's all I've got for now. If you got anything out of this, like, subscribe, share. But until we meet again, I'm going to continue to press on towards that goal.